Hi, welcome to the course introductory video on mergers and acquisition. Now, I'm sure you have taken this elective by choice, but you should also understand what this course offers to you. So that's why I'm here to tell you that. Now, mergers and acquisition means you are either merging with an existing a new entity or acquiring another company. And why do you do that? You do that for better growth because you're in the business and you want to grow well, and to stimulate better growth, you do that. You may also do the acquiring companies or merging with companies for a better competitive advantage. To increase the market share, you do that. To obtain operational efficiency, you do that. And also to have a better supply chain. Improve. Now let us understand what is the objective of this course. The objective of this course is to help the students understand the various aspects of mergers and acquisition, and also make them understand valuation. Maybe valuation from acquisition and the mergers point of view, using Excel and the other efficient tools which are used currently in business environment. Now, when you look at the mergers and acquisition world over, you will see that from 1985, you see the data, till 2020 April, there is a pattern of change in the value at the transaction that takes place there. The black line shows that. And you see that there are peaks. Into 1999 there's a peak, and then it falls. You are able to correlate with economic activity and see how economic environment favors mergers and acquisition, and sometimes it is not an environment to merge. Okay, so there are a lot of factors there. You will be able to understand, learn that in this course. You will also see which are the best world deals that are there, which were the big deals there in the world. Also see what happened in India, what are the major valuations that took place in India, why did they did that, how did they go about doing it, what were the post merger effects, all that we will look at in this course. Again, now, when you look at mergers and acquisition, there are two types of mergers and acquisition. One is called the amalgamation, another one is called absorption. Amalgamation is joining together. You can see the A plus B limited becomes AB. That means they AB. Whereas in absorption, you see that a smaller A is being absorbed by B, and the entity will be continue to be a bigger B. A ceases to exist. So that's how absorption takes place. Now, what is the meaning of synergy there? You have to acquire or merge a company if there is a positive synergy to your organization. What does that mean? It means that 1 plus 1 is equal to more than 2. It can be 5, it can be 11. Two entities forming together can improve your revenue, can reduce your cost, and bring in better financial synergies, financial efficiency, or any other kind of resource optimization. So it is important to have synergy. In this course, we learn how to measure synergy. Due diligence is also a very important factor in merger and acquisition. What is the meaning of due diligence? Due diligence tells you that the company that you're acquiring would have promised you that it has a very nice order book, nice client base, and all that. Or it can tell you that it have a good supply chain there existing, employees are efficient. But you really have to check yourself, do that homework of due diligence, and check the reports of the company, do a risk analysis of the company, and see that whether they're telling the truth or not, which you can do it through your social media, through your contacts, through your calling up the customer, I mean suppliers, and checking up. lot of things, but it's important to do due diligence, and it has to be done most efficiently. Only then you can get the required synergy which was promised by the company. So due diligence is very, very important. Now let us have a look at the course outline or the blended